Wow, today is day 22. Today's theme will be about philosophy. Athens, 2,400 years ago, is a compact place. Only about a quarter of a million people live here. There are five band, theater, temple, shopping arcade, and it's warm for more than half of the year. It's also home to the world's first true and probably greatest philosopher, Plato. Born into a prominent and wealthy family in the city, Plato the life, helping people to reach a state of what he termed fulfillment. Plato is often confused with Socrates. Socrates was an older friend who taught Plato a lot, but didn't write any book. All dialogues, beautifully crafted scripts, imaginary discussion, and with Socrates is always allotted starring role, among them the laws, the Meno, and the apology. Plato had four big ideas for making life more fulfilled. First, big idea, think more. We really give ourselves time to think carefully and logically about our life and how to live them. Sometimes we just go along with the Greeks call popular opinions. In the 36th book he wrote, Plato shown this common sense to be riddled with errors, prejudices, and superstitions. Famous great, follow your heart. Money is the key to a good life. The problem is, popular opinions edges toward the wrong values, careers, and relationships. Plato's answers is, know yourself. It means doing a special kind of theory, philosophy, subjecting your ideas to examinations rather than acting on impulse. If you strengthen your self knowledge, you don't get to pull around by feelings. Plato compared the role of our planes to drag dangerously along above a group of wild horses in honor of his mentor and friend Socrates. This kind of examination is called a Socratic discussion. You can have it with yourself or ideally with another person who isn't trying to catch you out but wants to help you clarify on ideas. Second, big ideas. Let your lover change you. That sounds weird if you think that love means finding someone who wants you just the way you are. In this symposium, the totally a play about a dinner party with a group of friends talking about love, sex, and relationship, Plato says true love is admiration. In other words, the person you need to get together with should have really good qualities which you yourself lack. Let's say they should be really brave, organized, or warm and sincere. By getting close to this person, you can become a little like they are. The right person for us help us grow to our full potential. For Plato, in a good relationship, a couple shouldn't love each other exactly as they are right now. They should be committed to educating each other and to enduring the stormy passages this inevitably involve. Each person should want to seduce each other to become a better version of themselves. 3. Decode the message of beauty. Everyone pretty much like beautiful things. Plato was the first to ask, why do we like them? He found a fascinating reason. Beautiful objects are whispering important truth about us of true love, unconsciously sense in them qualities we need but are missing in our lives: gentleness, harmony, balance, peace, strength. Beautiful objects therefore have a really important function. They help to educate our souls. Ugliness is a serious matter too. It parades dangerous, damaged characteristic in front of us. It makes it harder to be wise, kind, and calm. Plato sees art as therapeutic. It's the duty of the poets and painters nowadays, novelists, TV producers, and designers to help us to live good lives. Reformed society. Plato spent a lot of time thinking how the governments and society should ideally be. He was the world's first utopian thinker. In this, he was inspired by Athens' great rival Sparta. This was a city-sized machine for turning out great soldiers. Everything that Spartan did, how they raised their children, how their economy organized, who they admired, how they had sex, who they ate, was tailored to that one goal, that Sparta was hugely successful from a military point of view. But that wasn't Plato's concern. He wanted to know how could a society get better at producing not military power, but fulfilled people. In his book, The Republican, Plato identified a number of changes that should be made. Athenian society was very focused on the rich. And sports celebrities like boxer Milos of Croton's, Plato wasn't impressed. It really matters who we admire because celebrities influence our outlooks, ideas, and conducts, and bad heroes give glamours to flaws of characters. Plato therefore wants to give Athens new celebrities, replacing the current crop with he could guardians, models for everyone good development. These people will be distinguished by their record of published service, their modesty and simple habits, and their wide and deep experience. They would be most honored and admired people in society. He also wanted to end democracies in Athens. He was crazy. He just observed how people think properly before they vote, and therefore we get very substandard rulers. He didn't want to replace the with dictatorship, but he wanted to prevent people from voting until they started to think rationally. That is, until they become philosophers. Otherwise, government would just be a kind of mob rule. To help the process, Plato started a school, the Academy in Athens, which lasted 300 years. There, people learned not just math and spelling, but also had to be good and kind. His ultimate goal was that politicians should become philosophers. The world would not be right until king become philosophers and philosopher kings.